What if I told you that moving like a 1-year-old could give you the body of an athlete? Sounds ridiculous, right? But here's the thing. Crawling isn't just for babies. It's secretly one of the most brutally effective full-body workouts that 99% of gym goers are completely ignoring. And the science behind why it works is absolutely mind-blowing. Stick around, because what happens to your body after just 30 days of crawling will make you question everything you thought you knew. But before we dive in, let me show you something shocking. This is what happens to your muscle activation during a crawl. Surprised? It works your entire body from your head to toe. That's why crawling might be the missing link in your fitness routine. And by the end of this video, I'll show you the exact crawling protocol that can transform your body composition in ways traditional workouts never will. So why is crawling suddenly being called one of the best full-body workouts by movement specialists and physical therapists worldwide? Here's the truth. Crawling is what scientists call a contralateral movement pattern. That's fancy talk for opposite arm and leg moving together. And this pattern does something magical to your nervous system. When you crawl, you're forcing your brain to coordinate complex movements while your body fights gravity from an unusual position. This creates what researchers call cross-lateral activation. Your right brain hemisphere controls your left side, and vice versa. This isn't just exercise. It's a neurological training. But here's where it gets really interesting for your body composition. Unlike isolated exercises like bicep curls, or even compound movements like deadlifts, crawling demands that every major muscle group fires simultaneously while maintaining perfect stability. Your body can't cheat. It can't compensate. Every muscle must show up to the party, or you literally faceplant. Studies show that this kind of integrated, full-body tension creates a metabolic demand similar to high-intensity interval training, but with one crucial difference. It builds genuine functional strength that actually transfers to real-world movement. You're not just building beach muscles. You're building a body that works. Now let's talk about exactly what muscles you're working when you crawl, because this list is honestly insane. Let's start with core muscles. Your entire anterior core, rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, and obliques are under constant tension. But unlike crunches or sit-ups, they're working in anti-extension and anti-rotation. This builds the kind of core strength that actually prevents back pain and improves posture. Next is your upper body. Your shoulders, chest, and triceps are supporting your body weight in a push-up position the entire time. But you're also activating your serratus anterior, that often neglected muscle that stabilizes your shoulder blade. This is huge for shoulder health. Next is your back and posterior chain. Your lats, rhomboids, and spinal erectors are working overtime to maintain spinal alignment. Plus, your glutes are firing constantly to stabilize your hips. Then comes your lower body. Your hip flexors, quads, and even your calves are engaged throughout the movement, creating dynamic stability from your toes to your fingertips. And here's the kicker. Research published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning found that crawling variations activate more total muscle mass simultaneously than most traditional gym exercises. We're talking 85 to 90% of your body's musculature firing at once. That's not a workout. That's a full-body symphony. So, what does all this muscle activation mean for actually changing your body? Here's the beautiful science. When you engage massive amounts of muscle simultaneously, you create what's called an acute metabolic disturbance. Your body burns through energy like crazy during the workout. But the magic happens after. Studies show that full-body, integrated movements like crawling elevate your metabolism for up to 38 hours post-exercise through something called EPOC, which is the excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Your body is literally working harder at rest to recover. But the real body composition secret is this. Crawling builds lean muscle while improving movement efficiency. You're not just burning calories, you're teaching your body to move better, which means you burn more calories during every activity you do throughout your day. Research from the National Strength and Conditioning Association shows that movement-based training like crawling can increase resting metabolic rate by 7 to 10% within 8 weeks. That might not sound like much, but that's an extra 100 to 150 calories burned every single day while you're sitting on the couch. Now here's the million-dollar question. Can crawling be your only workout and still keep you fit and strong? The honest answer? It depends on your goals. If you're trying to become a powerlifter who can deadlift 500 pounds, no, you need to actually deadlift heavy. If you want to run a marathon, you need to run. But if your goal is functional fitness, body composition improvement, injury prevention, and genuine real-world strength, crawling can absolutely be a complete workout system. Here's why. Crawling variations can provide progressive overload, and you can make them harder as you progress through this workout every day. It gives you cardiovascular conditioning. You just need to crawl fast and get your heart pumping. It works on your mobility. Crawling improves your hip and shoulders range of motion. It gives your core a solid stability. It's literally an all-in-one package. Physical therapist and movement specialist Tim Anderson, author of Becoming Bulletproof, actually recommends crawling as a primary movement practice for exactly this reason. It checks almost every fitness box. With that said, most people will get the best results combining crawling with some pulling movements like rows or pull-ups and maybe some loaded carries. But as a standalone, it's far more complete than most people realize. So who can actually do crawling workouts? And here's the beautiful part. Almost everyone. Crawling is naturally scalable. You can start on your hands and knees if you're a beginner. It's called the baby crawl. You can then progress to hands and feet as you get stronger. It's called a bear crawl. And from here on, add speed, distance, or direction changes for advanced training. This makes it perfect for complete beginners who've never worked out. Athletes looking to enhance performance. Older adults wanting to maintain functional fitness. People recovering from injuries, with medical clearance, and anyone dealing with joint issues who can't do high-impact exercise. The key is that you control the intensity. Can't hold a bear crawl? Start with 10 seconds. Build from there. Your body will tell you what it's ready for. All right, let's get practical. How do you actually do crawling workouts, and how often should you crawl? Start on hands and feet, knees hovering about 1 to 2 inches off the ground. Keep your back flat and core braced like someone's about to punch you in the stomach. Move opposite hand and foot together. Keep your knees low, butt down, and move slowly with control. Breathe naturally. Now, let's talk about the frequency of crawling workouts. If you're a beginner, 2 to 3 times per week and 5 to 10 minutes per session. For intermediate individuals, 3 to 4 times per week and 10 to 15 minutes per session. For advanced athletes, 4 to 5 times per week and 15 to 20 minutes with variations. You can do crawling as a standalone workout or a warm-up before other trainings, or as an active recovery between strength sets and even a finisher to end your workout. Research suggests that movement patterns like crawling benefit from frequent practice with moderate volume rather than occasional long sessions. Think daily 10-minute practice rather than one weekly 60-minute grind. Now for what you've been waiting for, what can you actually expect if you crawl consistently for 30 days? Based on both research and anecdotal reports from movement coaches, here's what typically happens. Week 1. You'll be sore in muscles you didn't know existed, especially your shoulders, core, and hip flexors. Your coordination will feel awkward. That's normal. Your brain is rewiring. Week 2. Movement starts feeling more natural. You'll notice your core feels more stable during everyday activities. Shoulder mobility might improve noticeably. Week 3. This is where body composition changes become visible for many people. Your abs might start showing more definition. Your shoulders look more developed and your posture improves significantly. Week 4. Your movement efficiency peaks. What felt impossible in week 1 is now easy. Many people report 2 to 4% body fat reduction with no diet changes. Strength increases in other exercises. Your body now has better balance and coordination in daily life. The most commonly reported benefit? People say they just feel more athletic, more capable, more mobile, and more resilient. Look, crawling isn't sexy. It's not going to make you Instagram famous like hitting a 400-pound bench press. But if you want a body that's strong, functional, lean, and actually works in the real world, crawling might be the most underrated movement you're not doing. Try it for 30 days. Just 10 minutes a day. Track how you feel, how you move, how your body changes. I think you'll be shocked. If you found this valuable, smash that like button and subscribe for more evidence-based fitness content that actually works. Drop a comment below. Are you going to try the 30-day crawling challenge? Let me know. Want more unconventional fitness strategies backed by science? Check out this video on your second brain. See you in the next one.